Only some of y'all know that song, bro. Shout out to Class 3000. Anywho, today's build, we're using the Manticore. And when I say color me impressed, bro. This the ornament, by the way. Gun looks amazing with the ornament. But this gun, sleeper. I made this build, and I truly feel like the enemies are hella killer or some crap. They just deaf, they blind, they can't hit a nigga. They just can't hit a nigga, bro. So, if you don't know what the Manticore do, it was a seasonal exotic. You can go get it from the kiosk at the tower if you don't have it. You got ricochet rounds, so the bullets do bounce off the ground and stuff to hit enemies. But we got swooping talents, where it says dealing damage while airborne increase this weapon's damage output. It increased the damage by 100%. So if you're doing 2,000 damage, it's doing 4,000 damage, okay? It goes up gradually, but for 6 seconds, you're shooting somebody, it's gonna be 100% more damage, right? The exotic perk on this weapon says dealing damage while on the ground charges anti-gravity repulsors, okay? While on the ground, you shoot an enemy, you're gonna have a bar above your super bar, letting you know what the percentage you have on the anti-grav. As long as you got a little bar inside the anti-grav, you can hover in the air with this. Dealing damage while airborne extends air grav repulsors. So if you're dealing damage against enemies while you're in the air with this weapon, you're gonna stay floating in the air while shooting enemies. What they don't tell you about this gun is while you're in the air in the anti-gravity form, hovering and shooting enemies, enemies have less accuracy while shooting at you. I repeat, less accuracy. So you thought amplified was busted with the enemies missing their shots on you. This makes it worse. This is like times 10 juiced up of amplified. This is where amplified got its freaking, influence from, okay? Then the catalyst says, while you're airborne, sustain damage and final blows with this weapon to difficult combatants, which is majors, basically yellow names, orange names, yellow names, bosses, etc. Just not red names. Will grant you a void overshield, reduce combatants' accuracy even more, and return ammo to the magazine. You get 12 ammo while you're dealing damage to a yellow name. Basically, and the cooldown on this perk is 1 second. So basically, if you're shooting a yellow name with it, you can keep shooting infinitely at that yellow name while they're missing their shots on you while you're airborne. It's freaking ridiculous. In the low sector run, I purposely don't finish and move the champions and stuff, and literally stay airborne and keep moving to the left or right, doing donuts around them, just to show you guys how bad their accuracy is with this gun. But I wanted to make this even worse. So we're going to our kit over here. We got on Ascension. So Ascension will give them amplified, making it that enemies have less accuracy on us even more. So we stack those together, and literally it feels like the enemies just miss every shot. So my gameplay loop is pop Ascension to go high in the sky, high five the sky on some Yuma is from Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I shoot the submachine gun at the enemies hovering in the air with the anti-gravity, making it that they missing their shots with amplify being on in the anti-grav. And not only that, we got on Threaded Spectre. So whenever we pop Ascension, we'll put a clone in the air, making it that they shoot at the clones as well, distracting them. So again, you truly feel like the enemies are never targeting you, ever. We're also rocking Acrobat Dodge. So whenever we do pop Ascension, we get Radiant for 10 seconds, so that it increased the damage of our SMG by 20% on top of the double the damage you're gonna be having from its own exotic perk. We got Threaded Spike on to sever the enemy, make them do less damage in case they do hit us once in a while. We got Grapple on because we have in our exotic class item. We got Helm Emos Light on and Signal Arachne on, so whenever we use our grenade, we get Wolf and Mail. So let's just get Wolf and Mail. You can pick whatever grenade you want. I just prefer Grapple because it has the shortest cooldown, but you can pick whatever grenade you want out of these, okay? But also too, this also gives unraveling to enemies that I punch with, and we will be utilizing some of that stuff in our artifact. Fragments we're rocking Faster with Hope, so we got elemental buff on us, which will be amplified and Wolf and Mail and stuff. We'll have higher uptime on our class ability recharge because we want to get Acrobat Dodge back quick as possible for the Ascension. We got on Faster Protection, so we are surrounded, we get some damage reduction. We got Faster Courage on, so our abilities do more damage when people are afflicted by darkness, aka unraveling in this build. We got Faster Hope on, so when we pick up an Orb of Life or Golden Gun, we get Restoration on, so it just makes us more invincible in this build. We got faster to dine on, so we do use Threaded Spike in case we don't have our class ability. We still have some radiant uptime. And then of course we got faster solitude, so we are getting rapid precision shots on them yellow names. We'll sever them, making them do less damage to us, but also to go in tangent with the artifact. Speaking on the artifact, the monster rocking our artifact in the first column, it can be whatever you want for your champion stoppers, because you can run whatever you want in the primary slot and the heavy slot. I got Tina on for champions, and then I had Doom Petition on for champions. You can also have on Watchful Eye for champions. But yeah, champion mods, whatever you want. Because our Manticore are going to be our anti-barriers with the Radiant and Volatile. So when you want Volatile Marksman on the second slot, the boosted version of it, so whenever we get rapid kills with Manticore, it get volatile rounds, and then when we're doing volatile detonation, we get class ability energy back to help with the uptime even more for our ascension. We also got unraveling orb zone, so they pick up an orb of power. We'll get unraveling rounds, so if you want to rock a strand weapon in this build, you can, to get that unraveling out there going for you. We got dielectric on in the third column because we will be doing ascension, so we will be doing art debuff to target, so that'll make another orb of power for us and give us some health back. And then also when we kill them art debuff target, we get bolt charge. So you want the boosted version of dielectric on in this build. And then we got disruptive spike on, so we're gonna be severing everybody, make them do 52% less damage to us instead of 40%. Fourth column, you want to make sure you have Malign Harvest on, not the boosted version, because with the catalyst on Manticore, we will be getting an overshield shooting the champions and stuff, so you don't really need it. So we're gonna be opting for the boosted version of Horde Shuttle instead. But we got Malign Harvest on, so we do volatile rounds with the Volatile Marksman on. We will be doing a weakening burst to the enemies, weakening them. We got Flashover on to make our bolt charge do more damage. And we get Amplified when we do get max bolt charge to keep Amplified on, so the enemies keep missing even more shots on us more longer. And then we got Horde Shuttle on, so that unraveling targets make threatling. We got Grapple melee for unraveling, and then we also have the boost version of this where our threatling is going to be doing sever, and because we're going to be making clones in this build, whenever they kill the clones, that make threatling, and then threatling is going to be severing the enemies in the room, and then also to unraveling, shooting enemies that's unraveled will be doing, you know, threatlings as well. Last column one, defibrillating blast for the champions, and to make it that a bolt charge do healing for us as well, and joke targets, which pour more into the dielectric fantasy for healing. And then we got to the shred boosted on, where basically we're doing damage to severed targets, which we're going to be doing because Threaded Spike severs, and our grapple melee going to be doing unraveling, making more threatling sever, so severing a lot, right? Defeating a severed target will be making a woven male hotspot for us for survivability, and gives health as well when we walk near it. And then the boosted version to make it that the unraveling projectile do even more damage to those severed targets. Now, if you feel like you don't need your acrobat dodge for Radiant in this build, you can definitely opt out to marksman dodge so that you get it back even quicker, so you can spam ascension even more and reload your weapons without being worried about it. Or you can go gambler dodge, you want to get the Threaded Spike even more often. But I went acrobat dodge. I felt like I was getting my ascension back pretty quick with everything we got lined up in this build, so I was like, hey, let's have more uptime on our Radiant. But you can definitely go with marksman dodge if you feel like it's taking too long. And of course, like I said too, we severing too with faster to solitude as well. And then armor mods, we got on Void Siphon, because we will be killing with our Manticore, heavy ammo finder, special ammo finder. Arm piece we got on heavy handed, so we get an orb of power whenever we kill people with our Threaded Spike. We got impact induction to get some grenade cooldown for our Threaded Spike, and then of course we got focus and strike on for cooldown for our class ability with Threaded Spike. We got resist mods on our chest piece, leg piece. We got insulation on, pick up orbs of power. We get some cooldown on our class ability. Again, we got acrobat dodge on, so I want to make sure I pour into that. And then of course we're doing volatile from the artifact. Volatile explosion is going to be giving us class ability back as well. So yeah, you're going to be getting your uptime on acrobat dodge very quickly. And then of course our exotic class item gives us Spirit of Emerald Light. So yeah, if you didn't know, Threaded Spike, when it bounces on multiple enemies, it gives you 2 stacks of Emerald Light, not just one, even though you're using only 1 melee charge. The more enemies Threaded Spike bounces off of, it gives you a stack of Emerald Light. So if you hit more than 1 enemy, you get ×2 Emerald Light charge, so that will pour into the class ability come back quick and your grenade come back quicker. We got recuperation on, so we pick up orb power. Not only will we be getting a chunk of health for the orb power, but we're gonna be getting restoration as well. So health regen with the health chunk. for overpower on the ground. And then we got Void Weapon Surge. If you feel like you don't need Installation on because you're getting your class ability back quicker, you can take out Installation and then put on 2 Void Weapon Surges with the recuperation. And then our class item, we got Fountain Restoration. Just have more 30 plus restoration, recovery in this build, because you really got nothing else to be put in this build because we're rocking an Ascension and it doesn't require Reaper and stuff. So yeah, we just got on Fountain Restoration for the extra recovery in this build. We got Special Finisher on for our Tina or whatever special weapon you want to rock in this build, and then we got Proximity Ward on for our Overshield whenever you are finishing moving enemies for that special finisher and whatnot. But yeah, this is the build. Hope you guys enjoy it. I had a ball using it. I felt like the Master Law sector I was in was Winnie Hut Jr. I felt like I was literally playing on normal mode. I was not trying hard and wasn't paying attention that often. It was that easy. Enemies are literally missing almost every shot, shooting at the clones and stuff. It's ridiculous. This is literally a build in case you don't want to get hit at all. This is the build, okay? Love you guys. Appreciate you guys as always. I know y'all probably want some Warlocks and Titan builds, but I'm literally am 100 main. But who knows, man? Y'all become if we get enough YouTube members and stuff, I'll live stream my whole journey becoming a Warlock and Titan main on my other characters. I'll delete my other hunters and just become a Titan and Warlock main so I can make those builds for you guys as well. But let me know in the comment section down below if that's what you guys want. Again, you gotta get a certain amount of YouTube members for me to do that, because that's a lot of time invested. Okay, I need that support. Okay, anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. Enjoy this long sector run. Until next time, stay up.